Stand by for Strider, only on RonnRetrobro's channel. Kids love it! Previously on Strider. Can't say it's been a pleasure fighting you. Look like your role in the show has officially been cut. Ha ha ha! It's funny because you're dead. Now back to the episode. I'm free falling. You know, considering I'm a ninja and I'm hurling down to the ground, maybe I should be quiet. What is up, YouTube? It's your host with the most, RonnRetrobro, and I am back. And we are doing episode 2 of Strider. And as you can see, I am a lot better in this game than I was when I did the first episode. Movements are a lot more fluid. And I'm not just kind of bouncing around everywhere like I have no idea what I'm doing. So, gameplay will be a lot more smoother. I can do a lot more decent combos. And I won't get hit as much. Even though, well, when you kill people it goes towards your health in this game. Which makes it a lot easier to live. Anyhow, from what you guys can't hear, because I obviously can't have the sound up for copyright reasons, this whole place is like a representation of Russia, and there's like a guy in the background that pretty much speaks of large amounts of communism and, well, a lot of communist beliefs and how everything should be within the area we're in. So I could only assume that our job is to assassinate him to free the people, because in most games like this you're a freedom fighter anyway, which is pretty cool. I like fighting for the people. I like being the hero. I like being the underdog, cause you gotta stand up for your rights. But anyhow, I really gotta work on the angle of this jump, because clearly I can get over there, but I am doing it wrong. And there we go, looks like we got it. So, I'm hoping, as troublesome as it is to get up here, that we'll actually find something useful, or that this will be the right way. And this part of the jump doesn't look like it's possible, but I'm going to try it a few times just to confirm that I'm not wrong. But so far, it doesn't look doable. I mean, at least with the last jump, there was a certain amount of distance that made it look like it could be done. Like, if you look here at the bottom, it's not as wide of a gap, if you know what I mean. Well, that, and there's no electric fence on the initial part of the jump. Anyhow, it's clear that this is the wrong way, so we're gonna go ahead and try to look for the right way. At the same time, it's still good we went the wrong way, because we found that thing that increased our max health bar, which means we can actually take more damage now. So sometimes it's good to not know where you're going, because you'll find valuable things that can help you through the game, like maybe new moves or increase the parameters of your stats. So no complaints there. Sometimes it's better to take the road less traveled. Quoted by some guy whose name I don't know. Anywho, let's continue climbing up. Oh, okay. So there's enemies appearing now, so clearly I guess we were supposed to go that way first anyhow, since enemies are starting to appear. So I wonder if we went the other way beforehand, if enemies would have, well, started appearing, or if we did have to indeed go this way first, just to kind of, you know, make the whole conversation come up by the dude that's talking at the bottom of the screen, or anything along those lines. I'm starting to think that that may have actually been the case, but don't quote me on that. And these guys are pests, so we're gonna get at least one of them out of the way so we can continue to progress. And it looks like now we cut up one of them, the other one actually got out of the way, so it makes it easier to proceed on. So let's go ahead and cut these dudes up. I love how powerful Strider is. Like, those sword slashes are no joke. I mean, yeah, it may be primitive because it looks like a basic hack and slash game, but with all the moves and techniques you get, this game actually gets a lot more in depth. And you'll actually see as we progress on and fight tougher enemies how much more in depth it gets, especially with other moves and stuff you can do, because that's really what makes the game interesting in this game. It's killing things with style, because it's supposed to be that type of game. Also, keep in mind, people, this is a reboot of a game that used to be on Sega Genesis. So though the graphics look quite impressive, it's still, well, the same gameplay. So we see that the meter navigator is going down, so we're definitely going the right way here. And though it was unnecessary to pop them up and we could just slice them on the ground, sometimes it's just fun to kind of mess around and try to see what other combos I can do, because I'm still getting used to, well, his motions and movements, and I'm trying to get as good with them as I can. Because keep in mind, not only is Strider a ninja, but this is also a Capcom game, and Capcom games are known for their combos, especially when it's Capcom games with characters that's been in games like Marvel vs. Capcom 1, 2, and 3. That being said, since he's in all three of those games too, a lot of his combos are possibly chainable in the same way. So I'm attempting to do so. And to some extent it looks like it works. Even though, well, these guys die before you can finish the combo, where in Marvel vs. Capcom they would live, but it looks like as far as the combos chaining together the same way and actually being fluid, it does to some degree work. So that makes it a lot more fun, because I like Marvel vs. Capcom games. Well, not the third one, but the first two. And we're not going into that tangent of a rant, because you probably heard me say millions of times how I hate the third game. But anywho, long story short, it works about the same. So it makes it fun for that reason, because it feels familiar. Especially for someone that, well, has played a Strider game for the first time, which this indeed is for me. So let's go ahead and cut these dudes up. Single swipe. Swag. Dude with the shield too. We can cut through anything. It's kind of fun how retarded these gunners are too. Like, perfect example, you probably just saw a moment ago that I jumped forward, saw them, and then kind of jumped back because I knew they were going to shoot at me, and the dude still proceeded to shoot to the left even though I stopped. So essentially he shot at his own guy and not at me. I mean, smarter AIs make games more interesting, but sometimes it's funny to see stupid ones. And since this is one of the games where, well, they have the advantage of not only numbers, but having projectiles, which I obviously don't, you kind of have to have stupid AIs to give you a fair chance of winning, because we all know that ninjas don't win in a gunfight. So to have the opportunity to win in these type of situations, the AIs have to be a little retarded, or you would never get anything done. And he is still on his spill of communism. Observe your neighbors, rat them out, show that you have no moral values, hail Soviet Russia, and stuff along those lines. But whatever, we're gonna slit his throat whenever we get to. So at this point now, we're almost there according to the navigator. So we should have a spot somewhere where we can actually get into. No, can't go through there. Yes, no, maybe so. Doesn't look like it. This place is actually really big now that I think about it. Like, compared to the facility in the last level we were in, this place is a lot bigger. Actually rather surprising how big it is, because the other stage was going like, well, up. Oh, that's a surprise. I didn't expect that. But like I was saying, the other place was like going up and down in really one spot. But this place, you're actually exploring a lot more of the fortress. This place is definitely a lot bigger than the last place. And a lot of other spots look closed off, which kind of makes you feel like you'll probably hit some of those zones eventually later, or maybe re-return to the stage possibly, where in the first stage, clearly, you shouldn't be backtracking to that again. One thing I do wish they would have did in this game, I understand it's a reboot of an older game, but considering he's a ninja, I think it would have been cool if he went a little bit faster. Now, I will admit that, you know, since I'm recording this, you got that whole lag of playing the game on your computer and recording at the same time, so that naturally makes it a little slower when you guys look at it. But I mean, even when I'm not recording it, it's a little bit faster than this, but not too much faster. So even though they rebooted an old Sega Genesis game, which makes sense to why he moves so slow, he's still a ninja. So I personally think that one of the things that should have been done with the reboot is not just the upgrades to the graphics, but a boost to his speed, because ninjas are supposed to be quick. At the same time though, it's still the beginning of the game, so I don't know if there will be abilities that allow me to go faster, or some type of way to increase the parameters of speed. So I'm just giving an opinion based on what I'm seeing and what I feel in the gameplay so far. So we'll see if anything changes as we progress, but so far those are some things I think that could be fixed if they aren't provided further in the game. Anyhow, my mouth's getting a little dry, so I am about to take a quick sip of water. A lot better. Okay, so for a second there I thought we had to go down, but it looks like we need to go up. This place is actually pretty tricky, but it looks like we found our way, so cool. I'm starting to get the hang of, well, the crappy directions and trying to find your way in this game, because they really don't help you much in the sense of trying to find where you need to go. Oh, okay, it's one of those doors again. Okay, I thought it was. I lied. It was not. And it looks like it's time for another mid-boss. So we are taking on a giant golem with Wrecking Ball for a fist, aka Gutsman ripoff. Capcom's and their collectible jokes of using characters from other Capcom games. It never ceases to amaze me. Alright, so this guy's... oh. It's kind of aggravating that I actually saw that coming, prepared to dodge for it, and he still hit me. Like, why is this dude faster than me? I am a ninja, and he's big and bulky, but yet he's quicker than me. Alright, I see it coming. Let me set up to dodge it. Oh, and I get hit again. Like, I can't react faster than he moves, and that's really aggravating. I don't understand why. Okay, so let's try hitting him a little bit before he starts moving. Well, after we get him to shoot. So we're gonna go up here and try to... and again, like, we can't react faster than he hits us. I don't understand why. Like, we should be quicker. But this is kind of getting annoying. And I kind of feel like instead of, like, trying to tactically dodge, I'm probably just gonna go in and start wrecking him in a minute. Because this is really getting on my nerves. So let's go ahead and give him this work. Okay, he's about to shoot again. Okay, no, he's not. Alright, let's just go close range and give him this work. I don't even care anymore. Come on, get wrecked, bruh. We can get behind him. Yeah, there we go. So that's how you fight him. You fight him in close. For some reason, his shot is a lot faster than fighting him close range and him swinging. So we can go ahead and give him the work from this range. You don't want these slices. Get behind him again. Oh yeah, this is definitely the strategy to fight him. Get in close, flip around him, cut him up, straight up confuse the enemy. This is working a lot better than trying to fight him long range. This is actually easy. That was no problem at all. Clearly, I was using the wrong angle of attack when I tried to fight him from a distance, but I got in his face and he ain't want it. Well, when you're that big, someone comes up in your face and they wreck you as this small, especially when you're a robot, there's only one assessment you can make about that person. They were puss cakes. Anywho, let's progress on. Oh, a new power-up, that's what I'm talking about. And this power-up is the down strike. So we can go through boards and stuff like that, it says. Sounds pretty cool. So, there's an example. I like the way it looks. Oh, Last Samurai about to kill someone in a one-on-one duel with the final slash to their throat type looking animation. Not bad at all. Continue to keep wrecking these dudes. And if this isn't the slowest elevator. Okay, but it showed me where I need to go. We need to get to that elevator and then do that sliding kick thingy to get through there. Okay, cool. You know, it says to exit the palace now, but what did we really come in the palace for exactly? Well, I guess that power-up we just got would be an example. But other than that, and fighting that boss, I don't feel like we really came in here for anything. But hey, a power-up is a power-up. And we did get a boss fight, and those are always fun, so it works out fine. Okay, so we gotta find another way up. And we can't climb the wall there, so we'll do it from this angle. There we go. This is gonna take a while because it's a little slow, but this is literally the only way to get up. At least from what I saw. Ooh, and they got money. Look at all that gold back there. See? This is why you can't have like communism, in my opinion. Like, how do you talk about having something for everybody as far as everything being equal, but you see all that gold down there? Like, clearly that's not being shared among the people. They even had like vaults, and it looked like bombs and weapons to protect it even down there. There's no way that's being shared amongst the people. But hey, this is just gameplay. We're not going to go into politics or my beliefs. It was just a semi-rant based off an observation. So we're not going to go too much further into that. Ooh, okay, it's open this time. Not bad. That strike is so raw. Like, it's a lot of fun. It's extremely slow, but it's pretty fun to do. I really just, like, if I ever get the opportunity anyway, like, I'm fighting a boss that's as slow as the last one we just fought, I'm gonna try hitting him with that slow down strike. It's probably gonna do mad damage if I can actually manage to hit somebody with it. And we hit a checkpoint. So now we're actually going underground. Oh wow, there's like real people down here. And there's guards with guns. Robotic guards at that, all staring at them, and they're on angles where they can pick them off. Like, these people don't look like they're being protected by any means. The struggle must be real in Russia right now. Like, what is this? Okay, so it looks like we're going the right way so far. This section is really weird because, like, you came all the way down and then everything just closed off. Okay, I could have sworn there was like a platform to land on right there, but it doesn't look like it is. So let's just try climbing up again. This area is kind of confusing. Like, I don't understand why you came down here and then immediately there was, well, nowhere to go. Like, this is kind of ridiculous. Okay, so I guess we are gonna have to go all the way up. It just felt like we were going up for a really long time. So, like, in my mind, it was kind of like, we're going really, really high, to the point that it seems like we're almost at a stopping point going up. So I kind of just went under the assumption that there is no way, well, we could ascend any higher and actually get anywhere. But it looks like I may be wrong. So we're actually going to try to climb all the way up this time. Okay, there's those little robotic things. So this has to be the way. Okay, those electric things are there, so there's no way to jump over it, so I guess this isn't the way. Let's try to see if we can cut them. Doesn't look like we can. So, where are we supposed to be going? I really don't know. It said something about intel on a new enemy, so I was trying to see if this is it, but it doesn't look like it is. I don't know, maybe I have to try going somewhere else. I don't see how we're gonna get past this section. Alright, so I guess we're going to have to go down. I don't see how this is gonna work. So maybe being up here, we can jump far enough to get on some type of ledge or something. This part's really confusing. Alright, so I guess what we're gonna have to do is we're really just gonna have to prepare to stop here, and then I'll try to find out where we need to go. If you guys like this series, just like, comment, subscribe. I'll have some more Strider as well as where to go in the next episode. But as usual, I've been RonnRetrobro, and I'm signing out. Daddy's opposite choice scarf set. So since he's stuck into a Dragon Pulse, we're gonna be intelligent and we're gonna switch into Metagross. Because if we stay in now, he'll go first.